So the NBA has just announced their final All-Star lineups, well, for the starters. And it's one of a weird one because it's very clear in the East, they gave the starters to the best players, and in the West, they gave the starters to who the best players were in 2013. But yeah, it has been fully announced who are the starters. So I'm just going to go through all the starters right now, tell you whether or not I think they deserve to be a starter, or whether they should be an all-star in general. I think it's a given they all should be all-stars, let's be real. Every one of these players deserved an all-star. So, first player announced is Jalen Brunson. I'm happy Jalen Brunson's starting the all-star game. Don't hate that he's starting. Like, a lot of people are annoyed LaMelo isn't starting. I'm sorry, LaMelo is just chucking. Like, LaMelo is shooting more shots per minute than Iverson, which I didn't think was possible. But, yeah, I think a lot of people are kind of annoyed by this one. LaMelo snubbed, well-deserved, fully deserved, let's go Knicks. All-star, just not really a starter. He's averaging 26 and 7 on 40% from three. Like, if you're watching the Knicks, Jalen Brunson, like, there's no better guards. I wouldn't have minded seeing Darius Garland start the All-Star game, but no issues there. Donovan Mitchell's not having the great... I get it, the Cavs are great, but Donovan Mitchell himself is not having his greatest year of all time. So him starting for me is a little bit weird, but he is probably the best player on the best team of basketball, so fair enough. Still, it's just a bit of a weird one. Maybe it's like the Atlanta Hawks back in the day where it's like 4 All-Stars but all on the bench type job. But yeah, I don't hate it. I don't hate Donovan Mitchell being in there. And then there is Cat, completely deserves to be an All-Star starter. Arguably top 5 in MVP voting. And if you guys agree with all this, subscribe. We're trying to hit 9.6k by the end of the day, and right now we are 5 subscribers off. Or if you guys disagree as well, that's completely fine. I think Cat completely deserves that All-Star starter spot. Like, he's leading the league in rebounds. He's been a big factor for the New York Knicks. And yeah, them having 2 All-Star starters as a third seed. I don't hate it. Like, unlike the Celtics, who have a really big team, really good team, Brunson and Cat are doing more than everyone not named Tatum for that Celtics team. Giannis Antetokounmpo, obviously 31.5 points, 12 boards, and 6 assists. The weird thing with Giannis is that Giannis is continuously getting better. But the problem is that, like, other guys around him are slightly better. This is a guy who honestly could have 4 to 5 MVPs. Like, he has had, since his last MVP in 2020, I don't think, other than 2021 maybe, there is a single season where Giannis has not played at an MVP level, which is crazy. Obviously a starter. Then there is Jason Tatum. I don't hate Tatum starting. One might say I don't hate Tatum starting. Obviously he's a starter. Like, Giannis and Tatum were the obvious ones. The other 3, maybe, I think Cat was an obvious one. The 2 guards you could, like, give or take. I would have loved to have seen, like, the way things are going, maybe Franz could have started, but he's been hurt. Who else has been good? Like, Hero, not quite. All-Star, yes. Starter, no. So, and LaMelo, in fairness, LaMelo would be fun to watch, but, like, I hate, like, LaMelo is just chucking on a bad team. Then for the West, like, Steph Curry, I get it. Steph Curry obviously is one of the greatest point guards, if one of the greatest players, the greatest point guard in my opinion of all time, but Steph does not deserve to be an all-star. Like, an all-star starter. And, like, the only time this has ever really happened is Kobe, where a player gets all-star starter spots based on their career. It's really only happened to Kobe. And it's the first time, in my opinion, Steph Curry's been at the level where it's like, probably doesn't deserve to be a starter and all-star. But, like, eventually Dwayne Wade stopped getting a starting spot. LeBron got it this year, and I think he's been better than Steph. But yeah, I still don't know about this one. Like, Steph still got it. Congrats, Steph. 11th in the West, only 22.6. Like, he shouldn't be an all-star starter. There's a lot of better guards. Heck, like, go double bigs and start the man to Sabonis. Like, there are so many better guards than Stephen Curry. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, obviously, probably going to go and win the MVP. 32, 5, and 6, just had a 54-point game. probably going to go and mess about and win the MVP over a prime Jokic, which is incredible. Kevin Durant does not deserve to be an all-star starter either. All-star, yes. Starter, no. 10th seed in the West. I get it. He's been great when he's playing, but like, no. There is a man who is 100 times better, who is going to make the All-NBA first team, who's not an all-star starter, by the name of Victor Wembanyama. Victor Wembanyama not starting in the All-Star game is wild. It is absolutely wild. Like Wemby not starting the All-Star game is crazy. At the end of the day, look, does it really matter? No, but like they've given KD, and by the way, KD's been the best of the three. Of LeBron, KD, and Steph, KD's been the best of the three. But still, Wembanyama, like J-Dub, you could argue, probably might deserve to be a starter too. No Houston Rockets players. No, who's the third seed? Memphis, no Ja. LeBron starting. Look, LeBron's getting the Kobe treatment. I get it. You've given 3 guys the Kobe treatment. I don't think LeBron should be starting the All-Star game either. And look, it's funny because I'm now being branded a LeBron hater. I don't like anything LeBron has done post 2021. I still think he's the greatest player to ever play the game of basketball. That was my opinion in 2020. It's still my opinion now, but I don't like anything he's done since then. But like, if I'm not going to judge any player based on what they've done past the age of 35. Let's be real on this. But no, he's not an all-star starter. Nikola Jokic, obviously, it's between him and Shai for MVP. But the fact that they snubbed Wemby snubbed. The Mantis Sabonis snubbed. Who was doing okay in the West? Luka snubbed. Luka's going to be healthy for the All-Star game. Luka snubbed. Has he played enough to start the All-Star game? Yeah, probably. Luka Doncic snubbed as a starter. I get it. Luka doesn't care, but still. Who else is there that's been higher in the Western Conference? Obviously, the Nuggets are 4th. Obviously, Ja, 3rd seed. 6th seed is the Clippers. Yeah, you're not making Norman Powell a starter, but still, Wemby, maybe Luka, but Wemby definitely. That is a crazy one. So anyway, yeah, that is pretty much it. It's funny, people are like, "Oh, the West is the greatest all-star team of all time." I can guarantee you, it's not going to be East versus West, but if it was East versus West, the East would kill them. I said it last year, and I'm like, dude, the West are a bunch of old guys and guys that don't care about the All-Star game. But anyway, yeah, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.